Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Maths Tutor. So we were discussing the NCERT solutions of all the exercises of Introduction to Trigonometry chapter. So if you have not seen the first two exercises, first look after that, and if you have any doubts just let me know in the comment box, and or you can mail me at mathstutor2209@gmail.com. So let's start 8.3 exercise. So before starting the exercise, first let's see what is used in this exercise in order to understand it better. So most of the question asked in exercise 8.3 are based on a simple identity, or the formula you can say sine 90 minus theta, or any angle you can take. I'm representing any angle as theta is equal to cos theta. Similarly, cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Tan 90 minus theta is equal to cot theta, and cot 90 minus theta is equal to tan theta. Sec 90 minus theta is equal to cosec theta. Cosec 90 minus theta is equal to sec theta. So these are just a few simple formulas that you need to remember in order to solve the next exercise, that is exercise 8.3. So how to apply these? So we will see that while solving the questions. So let's see the first question. You are asked to evaluate, and you are given like 4 parts. So let's see the first part. You are given as sine 18 degree divided by cos 72. So if you understand just the simple basics, like how to apply these formulas, so you can do all the questions of this exercise very easy. So let's see sine 18, how you can write sine 18 in the form of cos. So if you write sine, you can write 18 as 90 minus 72, right? What is 90 minus 72? That is 18 only. So you write it sine 18 or sine 90 minus 72, they both are the same thing, divided by cos 72. Let's leave it like that only. Now there comes the identity part. So sine 90 minus, let's say this is theta. Sine 90 minus theta is what? Cos theta. So this is theta, so it gives us sine 90 minus 72 is cos 72. And you were having cos 72 in the denominator also, so both cancel and the give answer is 1. So this is the simple basic of these kind of questions. If you understand this, let me repeat once again. So sine 18, you can write it as 90 minus 72, like the simple basic maths thing. You can see, you can take a hint from the other part that you are given. So that is the most important thing. You can see the denominator or numerator, whichever you are changing. You can change cos 72 also, like cos 90 minus 18, and then convert it as sine 18. So they both cancel and give it answer 1. So just convert it into either of these and you will get some or the other final result. So let's move on to the second part of this question. Tan 26 divided by cot 64. So again the same thing. So now here we have used the identity, first identity or the second, if you do it in the other way. Here we see the second identity in form of tan and cot, or cot and tan. So you can write tan 26 as tan 90 minus 64. Simple. 90 minus 64 is 26. Just simple maths. And cot 64 is the same. Again here theta is 64, so tan 90 minus theta is cot theta. So tan 90 minus 64 will get up to be cot 64 divided by cot 64. Again they cancel each other and the answer is 1. Let's move on to the third part. Third part is cos 48 minus sin 42. Both are degrees only. So change either of these. So you can write cos 42 as cos 90 minus 42 minus sin 42 is the same. Here theta is 42. Cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. So that is sin 42 minus sin 42 is the same. So they both cancel each other and they give answer as 0. So let's move on to the next part. That is the fourth part. Cosec 31 minus sec 59. So it is same as that of the third part, just the identity used is different. So cosec 31 you can write it as cosec 90 minus 59 minus sec 59. You can get the hint of this numbers simply by seeing the second term. So don't be confused in this how to take 90 minus 59, how we will get clicked that 90 minus 59 is 31 in terms of calculation and all. So just see the second term, or if you are converting the second term, just look at the first term, you will automatically get this number. So need not to think a lot about that. So cosec 90 minus theta is sec theta, that is 59 minus sec 59. So they both cancel each other and give answer as 0. So let's move on to the second question. So the first part of the second question is 1048 into 1023 into 1042 into 1067, and you need to prove that is equal to 1. So again, just try to make a correlation between all these terms. So if you see properly, 48 and 42 sums up to be 90 degree, 23 and 67 terms up to be 90 degree, sums up to be 90 degree. So there is a relation between these two terms and these two terms. So just convert one by one. So 1048 you can write 1090 minus 42. As I told you, the sum of both of these is 90. 1023 you can write it as 1090 minus 67, and leave both of these as such, 1042 and 1067. So 1090 minus 42, 1090 minus theta, we have seen it as cot theta, so cot 42, again cot 67, and 1042 and 1067. So cot is reciprocal of 10, so 1 by 1042 into 1 by 1067 into 1042 and into 1067. So all these terms cancel each other and give the answer as simple 1, and that is what we need to prove. So the second part in this question is cos 38 cos 52 minus sin 38 into sin 52 is equal to 0. So again the same thing, just look at these terms. 38 and 52 sums up to be 90 degree, so just we can write it as cos 90 minus 52 is cos 38, and cos 90 minus 38 is equal to cos 52. Leave these both terms as it is. So cos 90 minus theta is sin theta, again cos 90 minus theta is sin theta, minus sin 38 into 52 into sine 52. Again, they both terms are same only, so they cancel each other and get the answer as 0. So these question, if you see, it seems to be very difficult because we don't know any values, either we don't know 1048, 1023 or any of these, or here's cos 38, cos 52. But if you use a simple identities, so these questions are very easy to do. So the next question is the third question, that is, if tan 2a is equal to cot a minus 18, we need to find the value of a, where 2a is an acute angle. So tan 2a is equal to cot a minus 18. So just in order to compare the angles, because we need to find the value of a, so just what we can do is convert either tan into cot or cot into tan. So either way you can do. So you can write tan theta is equal to cot 90 minus theta is equal to cot, leave it as the same way. So just compare the angles and your problem is solved. So 90 minus 2a is equal to a minus 18. Just solve this a bit. You will get 3a is equal to 108 and a will be equal to 36 degree. The fourth question that you are asked is, if tan a is equal to cot b, we are given this thing, we need to prove that a plus b is 90 degree. This we need to prove. So it is also a very simple question. So tan a we can write it as cot 90 minus a, as we have used in the previous question also, the same thing. Just compare the angles now. 90 minus a is equal to b, so just simplifying, a plus b is equal to 90 degree, and that is what we need to prove. So these are very simple questions that you can do, and they might be asked in 1 mark question if you appear in any exam. So let's move on to the fifth question. That is, sec 4a is equal to cosec a minus 20. So you need to find the value of a. So this is also similar question as that of previous questions only. So sec 4a you can write it as cosec 90 minus 4a, which is equal to cosec a minus 20 degree. So just compare the angles. 90 minus 4a is equal to a minus 20. So that means 5a is equal to 110 and a is equal to 22 degree. So this is also a very simple question. So let's move on to the next question. That is the sixth one. We are asked that ABC are the interior angles of triangle ABC. You are given one triangle ABC. So where ABC are the interior angles of this triangle. Then show that sine b plus c by 2 is equal to cos a by 2. So this is a good question if you see. So first of all you need to apply the property that sum of interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degree. So a plus b plus c is equal to 180 degree. This is one of the properties of a triangle that you must have been taught in your lower classes. So just divide it by 2 on both sides. So we will get a plus b plus c by 2 is equal to 90 degree. Or you can write it as a by 2 plus b plus c by 2, in order to get it in this form, is equal to 90 degree. Or a plus a by 2 is equal to 90 degree minus b plus c by 2. So this is what we have got. So now just substitute it in any of these. So a by 2 is, you can substitute the value of a by 2 in this. Assign b plus, or because we have cos a by 2, so cos 90 minus b plus c by 2. What is cos 90 minus theta? That is again sin theta. So sin theta here is b plus c by 2, and this is what we need to prove. So sin b plus c by 2, and the left hand side was also sin b plus c by 2. So this is one of the good question in this exercise. So last question that we have is the 7th one. Express sin 67 plus cos 75 in terms of trigonometric ratios of angle in between 0 and 45. So we need to convert these trigonometric ratios with the angles of this 67 and 75 in where the angle should come in between 0 and 45. So that is a simple thing. So sin 67 you can write it as cos 90 minus 67. Sin theta is equal to cos 90 minus theta. Similarly, cos 75 you can write it as sin 90 minus 75. So that is cos 90 minus 67 should be 23, and 90 minus 75 should be 25. Sorry, 15. So if you see, both the angles are in between 0 and 45. So this is the final answer. So this is it for exercise 8.3. If you have any doubts, as I say again and again, just you can comment or write in mail. As I mentioned, the mail ID in the description box. If you like the video, press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.